Hi guys and welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make these Nutella gingerbread man donuts. Let's begin. To start on the recipe, you'll want to grab yourself a large mixing bowl, and into the mixing bowl place all of your flour and the salt and mix the two together until they are fully combined. You do this so you don't have the salt and the yeast in contact with one another, otherwise the salt will deactivate the yeast. You can then go ahead and add in the remainder of your ingredients, so that's your sugar, your egg, your butter, yeast and your milk and water. And once you've got all of your ingredients into the bowl, you can then go ahead and start to mix it. I like to mix mine on a low speed for around 2 minutes and then a further 6 minutes on a medium high speed. If you feel like your dough is a little bit sticky, you can mix it for a further up to 2 minutes. You may find that this dough looks very wet to start with, but then once it starts to mix, don't worry, it will start to pull away from the bowl, and this is what you're looking for. Now flour your work surface with a small amount of bread flour and then place your dough onto it. Give it a brief knead just to incorporate a bit of flour if it's a bit sticky, but this is just to help make the dough more elastic. Round the dough off and place it into a lightly oiled bowl and cover the bowl with cling film and then place somewhere warm to prove for around 45 minutes or up to 60. It just depends on how warm it is where you are. Once you're ready, you can then flour your surface again and then knock back your dough. So you can do this by hand by placing your fingers into it, but I did it in the bowl and then placed it onto the work surface and still did the knocking back process as there was still a lot of gas in the dough. Just use your fingertips to knock as much of that air out as possible, then bring it back into a ball shape or an oval shape, whichever shape, it doesn't really matter. Then you can go ahead and start to roll the dough out. You want to get it to between 1 and 2 centimeters. You don't want it to be too thick, but you also don't want it to be too thin. Once you've got the perfect depth to the dough, you can then go ahead and take your cookie cutter and place it in, and then take your cut out and place it onto a piece of parchment, and then place that piece of parchment onto a baking tray and place as many as you can. I always get 6 onto a standard tray. Cover them with cling film and allow them to have the second proof. This is just to allow them to rise up, and once they've risen well like this, it's not quite double, you can then go ahead and place them into your fryer or into your oil and fry them off for around 60 seconds per side. But you may find that your oil runs hotter or cooler depending on the make and model of your fryer. You can go ahead then and repeat the process with the remainder of your donuts, and it doesn't take you too long to fry them, so it goes pretty quickly. It's probably the quickest part of this. Even the mixing process takes longer than this, so don't worry, you won't waste any time. Once they've cooled down enough, you can then roll the donuts in sugar, and this is just to ensure you get a good coating. If you don't want to use it, feel free to skip this stage, but I like to add the sugar coating. Make sure you've poked holes into the top right down to the almost bottom of the donut. Then fill them with some Nutella or whichever chocolate spread you would like. I went with Nutella, but you can use whatever you like. You can then go ahead and top each donut with a Ferrero Rocher, and there you go. That's how I make my Nutella donuts. But these are a little bit more festive in the shape of a gingerbread man. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more from me, and I'll be back again soon, so join me then. In the meanwhile, don't forget to check out the description. There'll be a link to this recipe, a link to my blog and links to all my social medias. But that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed. Bye guys.